Hey guys, I'm here to review Godzilla City on the Edge of Battle, and the movie was. Well. It. Hold on, I'll be back in a minute. Sorry about that, I had to rewatch the movie. Took longer than expected. The movie was a letdown and very boring. The characters were. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Time to rewatch the movie. Okay, had to rewatch that movie more times than expected. The characters are bland, boring, and miserable. Remember the disappointment you felt at the end of the last animated movie and the hopes you had that this movie could be built upon? I said the first part failed because it feels like a setup for the next two movies. Well, this one feels to only serve the purpose of setting up an end credit scene for the third movie. So we have two whole movies that are just setting up a third movie. So just compound all the disappointment you had with part one and add it on top of this one. That's the problem. I don't even know where to begin. I had completely forgotten that both races of alien and humans were on the same ship. I thought one took as much of humanity as they could in one direction, one took as much of humanity as they could in the other direction. But, okay, the main character, Haruo, and I got a problem with them. As miserable as this person is, I really hate that they named him after Haruo Nakajima. It's almost a disgrace. Wakes up after Godzilla burst out of the mountains in that admittedly awesome scene in the sequel. He's with the new indigenous peoples of Earth, and he has this dust-like rubbed on him. That's impertinent. It turns out these people have, like, insect-based DNA too. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It's contrived, and they're obviously there only to set up Mothra. By the way, remember the tease of Mechagodzilla in the poster? Get ready for Mechagodzilla not to move an inch. They decide to fight Godzilla again because what they did with the other Godzilla proved he can be killed, so they find Mechagodzilla, which the nano metal just totally rebuilt the city. I don't know, and Haruo and the other people that were rescued by the indigenous Earth people are having slight pains and stuff in Mechagodzilla City, which comes into play later. If it doesn't, it sounds like I don't know how to describe the plot. It's just so out there and slow pace. Just that I don't know how to talk about this movie. Anyway, they decide to make a stand at Mechagodzilla City. And spoiler, we don't see Godzilla until the halfway point of the movie. He hadn't moved an inch from where he burst out of the mountain. Okay, if Godzilla slept so long a mountain formed around him, and if Godzilla was determined to sleep again, just let him sleep. Set up a moon base, live on Earth, you know which continent Godzilla's on, and just go to Earth and get supplies on another continent or something. Work around him. He's no threat until Mechagodzilla City starts activating, which admittedly there is some cool stuff like the nanometal just instantly replicating weapons and defenses. They even upgrade the mech things. And admittedly, the battle with Godzilla, while not bad, there's zero suspense because you know Haruo's gonna live, and you know this is a confirmed trilogy, so you know Godzilla's not gonna be destroyed. So this battle just feels like a placeholder. Hold on a second, I need some caffeine if I'm gonna get through this. Anyway, the other species of alien, not the Exith, some of them start fusing with the city. Yeah, literally, they let the nanometal overcome them and they become part of the city. Galago, who admittedly, name is a cool Gundam reference, talks about how this is their higher stage of evolution and only the willing ones are doing it. Naturally, the humans are freaked out. Memphis, the Exith guy, mentioned, and he turned out to be right. There's something sinister about this city to the point where, as they fuse with it, when they beat Godzilla, they want the nanometal to overtake the world. So there's a switch where you kind of need Godzilla to win. But again, as not bad as the battle was, in addition to there being no stakes because you know there's going to be a sequel, that one battle is like spending $20 on a scratch off and winning $1. The prize isn't worth the time or effort that went into getting it. And that's this movie in a nutshell. Even if the third movie, which I still want to see, turns out to be absolutely epic, it's still a failed trilogy because you will at this point have had two movies setting up one very good movie. So, well, the girl that's Haruo's love interest dies because, you know, they realize the pilots are the one weak part. Godzilla's doing what we think at first is going to be the atomic pulse, and he's just heating up, melting the nanometal on him. Well, the machine idiots decide that if they can turn the people in the nanometal, they can survive long enough to strike a fatal blow on Godzilla. But that dust that was rubbed on Haruo and the others, it actually makes them immune to the nanometal, which explains the pains they've been feeling since coming to Mechagodzilla City. It was their body fighting off the nanometal. And then we get the end credits scene, which should be a whoa moment. Mephis is telling Haruo earlier in the game about the monster that destroyed their planet and how we don't speak his name with carelessly, and he whispers it in his ear. Because he's like, I want you to know when you're facing Godzilla, don't be swallowed by fear because there's something much worse than him. And he whispers it, and I don't know why they even bothered not to let us hear it. We all knew it was going to be Ghidorah. And yeah, putting Ghidorah in this, the movie, I believe part 3 is coming out in 2019. And Mothra's probably going to be in it too, so here's my problem. In 2019, we're going to have an animated movie with Godzilla, King Ghidorah, and probably Mothra. And then we're also going to have Godzilla, King of the Monsters with Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, and Rodan. Yeah, I'm gonna by default be more excited for one than the other, and it's not the anime that I'm more excited for. If you want to know where this movie sits on my ranking, and this shows you failed, your movie has failed, watch my if you haven't seen it, watch my Godzilla series ranked video again, and if you have seen it, watch it again just to get the idea. Put You can now put this film and the original tied underneath what was originally my least favorite, Godzilla's Revenge. When your movies make Godzilla's Revenge look good, you fail. In fact, I take that back. Put this movie dead last, Monster Planet second to last, and Godzilla's Revenge third to last. Yeah, when your movies improve Godzilla's Revenge, you messed up. I said when I reviewed Monster Planet, a good sequel could make the first movie better, but we had the opposite happen where this sequel dragged the first movie down. Well, have you seen the movie? What are your thoughts? Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to get back to my Dr. Pepper. Over and out.